with the Roundball Wrap on NewsWatch 12.
Welcome to the final episode of Roundball Wrap 2026. I'm thrilled to be here, Oscar, next to the one and only Hit It.
Oscar Rodriguez. But we also have some great highlights and more coming to you right now. But let's start off with the game of the week. Paisley, kick it off for us, shall we?
Gotcha, let's do it. Big night for the Lady Comet senior night and a revenge game starting in that second half. Miller's Noari Felipe 4-2, but here we go. We're going to have Jasmine. Oh, no, that was Jasmine Fernandez. Chucks it in and for two. Up next, we're going to see a classic Taylor Young move now. Drive to the bucket for 2 and 1. But let's watch her do it again. It's like we're watching the same thing, right? Now we're going to see Madison Kitchen actually hit that. But now Brinley Young with 3 points from that assist from Haley Plankenhorn. Now Taylor Young, she's just taken it, as we've seen the third time now, into the hoop. Now this game, it's gonna be Crater takes it. That final score, we have it here. It's gonna be 80-53. Up next, again, we have the Crater boys. Not the game of the week, but it is senior night at Crater. A lot going on. Julian Grant starts the night hot for 2 points. And next up, hey, how about 3 points? Why don't we? Andrew Smith.
And then Tucker Hopkins right here swings it to Malachi Barlow, swings it back. And look, it's Coben Kaza right here. You can't kind of get blind around with all the bow, but boom, slams it in.
Now we're going to see a Hopkins assist to Tremaine Smith. He was on all night. Now we're going to see this last play of the night. It's 3 points from Julian Grant. Great night for the Crater boys. Final score at Crater High School, 80-53, and what a night for the Crater community in general. But Oscar, we had a playoff matchup going down where you were. Happened tonight, right? Yeah,
Paisley. It was Cascade Christian that took on Santiam Christian in a second-round playoff matchup in the 3A division. And Paisley, I gotta tell you, it was a close game all fourth quarters. But we're gonna start off the action in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Derek Farmer finds the big man. Andy Alvarez says, "Make room. I can put it in." Now, Eagles, though, they're not going to go down without a fight. Here comes Braden Bizzle with the spin-off and gets the and one. But the Challengers keeping up the momentum. Hudson Gossman says, "Let me do it myself," and drives it in on this contested layup.
Wow.
But why not? It's Farmer's time now. He says, "I can do it too." Drives in, makes room, boom, and it's in for the layup. But here it comes. Farmer finds his best friend, Brady Klecker. Klecker misses the three, but here comes Gavin Hayes, gets a rebound and lays it up. Gossman again finds Jake's Holden in the range and scores off a nice finish. The Challengers pull away with this one with the win. 61-49 against the Eagles. Here's Derek Farmer on the win.
What a crazy game. What a crazy atmosphere here at a home. It was a great game. Hard-fought battle for 3 quarters. I mean, it was back and forth. And we were able to pull away in the fourth quarter, so that was amazing.
A Churchill on the road as they hope to take care of business against Eagle Point. And it was Eagles Point senior night. First quarter, Ryan Gutierrez scores from 3, and he was hot the entire first half. Lancers on the fast break. Here goes number 23, scores a layup off the handoff from AJ Julian. Eagles finally respond back with this 3 from Mason DeVry. But Eagles really couldn't hold on. Watch this from Alonzo Reyes from Churchill. Gets a pass to number 23 and gets the easy finish. But it was all Lancers the entire game. Steven Ramos scores from deep and it's in. But Eagles still couldn't do anything. Churchill scores another 3. This time it's Gutierrez. Wow. Lancers go back home with the win. Yep, it is. They beat the Eagles 56-23.
Now let's go over to Churchill. Senior night for the Lancers, hosting those Eagle Point Eagles. The Eagles are hoping to end the regular season on a 3-game win streak. Ball in the hands of Jill Garlitz, pulls up 3 right here. Ooh,
and it's
goes. In. Next up, it's Cash, the senior, helping the Eagles pull away early. On the other end, Lancers moving it around. Ruby Parrott, top off the key. That's good. And the senior has got a bucket on senior day, but Eagle Point just too much for the Lancers. Dominant performance as the freshman Kobe Ledbetter hits the 3. Now the Eagles are going to run away with it and improve to 14-10 on the season. And next up, senior night at Thurston High. Lots of senior nights today. That's fun.
It's the last game of the season.
Yeah, hosting the Grizzlies. Let's get right to it.
First possession of the game, we got Ashland turns it over. Riley Sharp on the loose, throws it down, the first bucket of the game. And what a way to kick off senior night, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and later in the first, Quillian Torzan gets by the D and adjusts mid-flight. The rim, Grizzlies sticking around in the first.
But moments later, here comes Traysom Hill, gets a steal, and with no one in front of him, takes care of himself with the two-hand slam dunk.
In the very next play, Lucas Labounty, another steal, and you guessed it, another slam.
The dunks kept on going tonight. Thurston kept the party going as well. Colts win at home, 68-56 the final.
Yeah, back out to Thurston High School. Senior night continues for the girls. Colts and Grizzlies, part 2.
And we're going to start the action here in the first quarter. Addison Nelson going to work, drives it in through 2 Grizzly defenders, a strong finish inside. And the Colts are up on top early.
Later in the first, Nelson skips ahead to Daphne Heckel. The senior knocks it down with 2 girls in her face.
She said, don't worry. Ashland's trying to keep up with this one. Clara Albee, all alone on the fast break, gets the bucket.
But all things come up. Colts tonight, Peyton Tovey streaks through the lane.
And Thurston went big at home, 42-22, the final over Ashland. But let's head over to Phoenix, where the Pirates welcome the Henley Hornets for the senior finale in this 4A matchup. Let's start with the Hornet block that leads to the transition offense. Reese Meerbach lays it up with a contested finish. Then Ethan Dobbins walks into the 3, says, let me take it himself. Man down, hand down. Pirates keeping it close though in the first. Here's Dobbin again. He shoots, and it's good for the 3. The Hornets start pulling away this one in the game. Here's Schmierbach again. He says, I can do that too. Boom, another 3.
Wow.
Then here comes a Hornets rebound, cross-court pass. A little pump fake action here, finds Corbin Hamilton for 2. The Hornets walk away with this one, 73-55.
That's right. In our NewsWatch 12's Danny Stepanovich was out at Phoenix High School as the girls' team was facing Henley.
It's senior night here at Phoenix High School, but unfortunately for the Pirates, they're up against the 5th-ranked Henley Hornets, and it wasn't even close. Roll the tape.
The Hornets will be a problem in the playoffs. Take a look at their ball movement and how little they dribble the ball for baskets. Right here, ball stuck in the corner, kicks it out and finds the cutter Lily Fassell and 1 easy 2. And they're always pushing the ball. Rebound, outlet pass, finds the skip pass for the Gretchen Shane, pump fake and another easy 2. Here's a Preston Shade steal, and notice all the Hornets sprinting down the floor, opening it up for another easy bucket. And in the half court, they can slow it down with Michaela Schroeder, gets position, good footwork, easy buckets. Here's head coach Randy Denson after the win.
We just need to get healthy and kind of tighten up on our offensive sets and defense and get ready to roll. We want to press you really hard and we want to get as many shots up as we can, as fast as we can, and run the floor.
Thank you, Danny. What a great game he had tonight. But stick around as we got scores from all the playoff games that happened earlier this week.
We'll see you when...
You are watching Roundball Wrap!
Back to the Roundball Wrap on NewsWatch 12.
Welcome back to Roundball Wrap. I'm Paisley Poole. Now the highlights may be over, but Oscar has some score updates to read through, don't you, Oscar?
Yes, I do, Paisley. And I'm starting with another state playoff game that happened tonight. St. Mary's go on the road and defeat Douglas 67-52. The Crusaders move on to the next round. But here is a 1A playoff matchup that was played on Wednesday. Girls Umpqua Valley Christian defended their home court and beat Cross Point Christian. The Monarchs win 51-37. And on to the boys 1A playoff matchup. Click the Cats took on Cross Point Christian. The Warriors beat the Vandals 86-50. Cross Point Christian moves on to the next round of the playoffs. But now for the 3A playoff game, Lakeview loses in the first round of playoffs. Banks beat the Honkers 60-42. Now for the girls' side, Brookings Harbor took Oregon Episcopal earlier this week on Wednesday, and Brookings went a nail-biter 45-42. But now it's time to slow down some plays through that we stood out tonight, and let's see what we got tonight. Paisley, who's our first play of the week?
Yeah, Oscar, steal right here from Tucker Hopkins, swings it to Malachi Barlow, swings back and looks to go behind Kalsa, and look at this right here, slam. All right, Oscar, what you got for us next?
Isn't Definitely not going to be a slam dunk, Placey, but I'm going to go back to my game of Cascade Christian. With this play, it's Hudson Godsman. He took good care of himself, driving it in and scoring with a nice finish.
That's awesome, Oscar. What a great play there. I wish I was there to see it, but now it's time for some courtside confessions. We took a little visit to the Crater girls this week and asked them who is the most dramatic after being fouled. Let's take a look.
I'd say the most dramatic is definitely Addie Griffin. She definitely has some reactions in there, and she's always very emotional during games, very passionate.
Addison Griffin.
I'd say Addie Griffin.
Without a doubt, Coach Jacobson.
Probably Griffer Amber. Griffer Amber.
Probably Taylor.
Okay. Coach Adkison.
I think Maddie Kitchen.
Coach Jacobson.
The most dramatic after foul is my sister Taylor Young.
The most dramatic, I would say, is Addie Griffin.
You definitely had a great time with the Crater girls.
I did. I had a great time. They had such a great game tonight, so awesome to be out there.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us on our last final round ball wrap. You can find out more. Yeah, I can't believe it. You can find out more about the big games of the week by heading out to our website at kdrv.com.
Have a great night.